Do you only read comics? Do you only eat Indian or American cuisine breakfast every day? Do you only wear shorts? Or do you only use wooden pencils instead of mechanical pencils? Why do you only use these? Why not give novels a try? They can take you on incredible adventures and expand your imagination. And what about Chinese cuisine for breakfast? It's just a whole new world of flavors waiting to be explored. Have you considered swapping your shorts for your pants? They can be just as comfortable and give you a different style. Why not give wooden mechanical pencils a shot? They can offer precision and convenience that wooden pencils may not even have. Why are you all not coming out of your comfort zone? So hi, I'm Josha from 6th grade. And today, let's talk about ethics of breaking barriers. Most probably, you all would have assumed that I would be talking about coming out of your comfort zone, stepping out of your comfort zone, or something like that. And you're not entirely wrong. In my opinion, coming out of your comfort zone and ethics of breaking barriers are pretty much the same thing. I'm made to provide a clearer explanation of what this ethics of breaking barriers entails. Let's start with the meaning. Ethics is all about what is right. What is right for the individual and the society. And breaking barriers, in my opinion, is all about breaking the barriers which have been holding you back and not letting you explore the new world, experience it, and enjoy it. Now, what does ethics of breaking barriers mean altogether? So, in my opinion, it is all about trying something new in a way that is helpful to the world, in a way that makes the earth a better place to live. So now, let me give you some scenarios which most of us would have experienced. And these scenarios are probably where you might refuse to come out of your comfort zone, where you might refuse to try something new. Let's start simple. Imagine yourself in a restaurant which you have never been before. You look through the menu and you come across a food name which you have never tasted or even heard before. Most of us would feel hesitant to order the food. But even if we decide to order that food, we'll ask the staff or the waiter about its taste, its ingredients, when it was made, how it was made, and what not. Because we'll feel unsure about whether we like the taste or not. Let me give you another scenario. Picture yourself in a classroom and your teacher is asking you to research for your topic within a tight deadline. I think most of us would opt for a topic which you're already familiar with rather than choosing a topic which you have no idea on. Because it's much easier and much time efficient to work on something we know rather than spending more time on something we have no idea on, right? Let's consider a different scenario. Can we? Visualize yourself getting ready for an important event to attend and you want to look your best. Would you rather do a hairstyle for yourself which you have done multiple times? Or would you do a hairstyle for yourself which you have just seen on social media when you were just scrolling? I guess most of us would choose the first option because it's much easier and it's much comfortable for you to do something which you're already familiar with. Now, let me give you another simple example, can I? You are in a dance audition and you don't know that the dance audition took place on that particular day, but you really want to get selected. So you have two options. The first option is to choreograph new steps, create them, choose a song, mismatch your steps with the song, and do everything and go to the stage and dance without fear. And the second example is to go to the stage and dance for a song which you've already danced for your previous competition. I know, this is pretty simple, right? And guess what? I went through this scenario. I went through this in my life. I went through this situation. And guess what I chose? I chose the second option because I had the fear of failure inside. Which brings me to the next point. What is blocking you from trying new things? What is blocking you from popping the bubble of comfort? There are multiple reasons and multiple factors, but the main factor is of course fear, as I've told before. Fear will be holding you back from trying new things, from exploring new things. And another factor can even be having fixed mindset. When you have fixed mindset, you convince yourself that you do not need to learn new things. This can be less motivating, and you stop seeking for new opportunities and adventures. Another reason can even be having fixed habits. Behavioral change can be hard for most of us. It is a saying that when you follow a practice for more than 48 days, it becomes a habit. And to break the routine, it is hard for most of us, and that includes me as well. Now, enough of talking about what is blocking you. And if you notice from the first, I've been asking you to come out of the comfort zone from one way or the other. But why? Why am I asking you to come out of your comfort zone? What are the benefits of coming out of your comfort zone? Why should you come out of your comfort zone? So let me tell you the benefits of coming out of your comfort zone. When you try something new, you can learn new things. You can learn to create new goals. You can achieve new goals, and you can even help others achieve new goals. When you shift your focus from your comfort zone to growth zone, you can learn to be more confident. Self-confidence will be boosted inside you. To get self-confidence, you have to come out of your comfort zone. Because accomplishing is really important. And self-confidence you get after achieving one goal can lead you to achieve many more. And you can even expand your world when you come out of your comfort zone. When you go to new places, you get to meet new people. And the insights you learn from them about the place where they come from, about the work they do, about the culture they follow, and even life values you learn from them can be really useful for you. And guess what? You can even learn to be more creative when you come out of your comfort zone. Let me explain this. I'm sure you'll face multiple obstacles when you try something new and when you pop the bubble of comfort. And to overcome the obstacles, to overcome the problems, you have to think creatively. You have to think outside the box, isn't it? And when you try something new, you can learn to be more adaptable. Let me give you a more detailed, brief information about this. How can you be adaptable when you come out of your comfort zone? You may face change. You will face change when you come out of your comfort zone. And to face and you can analyze how you react to the change and then change yourself according to your goal instead of changing the goal according to you. And you can even manage your stress. You can learn to manage your stress. Scientists have proved that sometimes stress can be viewed as good. Because when you're under stress, you're under the pressure to give your best. But too much stress can act on the opposite way. And when you try something new, when you break the barriers, you get to find the superhero inside you. You can even find what you like. You can find something you're passionate about. For instance, I was not interested in art before. And one day I was really bored in my house and I had nothing to do literally. So I just saw a mandala art book near my table. I got it. I started coloring it. And guess what? I liked it. I tried something new which I've never done before. And I get to like that. And the most important factor, the most important benefit of coming out of your comfort zone is, of course, that you can find doors waiting for you to be opened. Opportunities waiting for you to be seized. Now, enough of talking about benefits. Let's talk about how to come out of your comfort zone. Let me give you some tips to come out of your comfort zone. Tip 1 is to not have a big expectation or a big goal as the first. I'm not telling you to have big dreams, but this is different. As it's your first time coming out of your comfort zone, do not have a big expectation and pressurize yourself. Tip 2 is to surround yourself with supportive people. It may be your family, friends, teacher, colleagues, whomever it is. Don't forget to surround yourself with supportive people. Make sure that you don't change the goal in the journey of achieving it. Because sometimes, unexpectedly, your journey to achieving the goal can be much easier or much harder than you expected it to be. So you might be tempted to change it, and do not do that because It will collapse and confuse you, and you may not be able to achieve your goal. And don't forget to also have an inspiration. Don't forget to have a role model. So now, enough of talking about you. Enough of talking about how to come out of comfort zone. Why should you come out of the comfort zone? Let me tell about myself. Let me tell some situations where I came out of my comfort zone. When I was in my first grade, I was the most quietest girl in my class. I would barely talk. And then, when I entered on my second grade, there was this kid who came to my class. She was a new joiner. And guess what? She was the most talkative girl I have ever seen. She kept on talking. And there were multiple girls in my class for her to choose from. But still now, I don't know why she chose me. She kept on coming to me and she kept on talking. Talking, and that's what she did. I felt like she was nagging me. And at one stage, I had no other option but to talk to her. At that point, I did not even talk to my parents. But I did go talk to her. And guess what? I liked that feeling. And then, I started to break my barriers. I started to talk to my friends, my teachers, my parents. And now, I'm one of the most interactive and talkative girls in my class. And even now, I'm breaking a barrier. I had stage fear before, but now I'm coming and talking in before all of you, and now I'm literally breaking a barrier. So breaking a barrier can be small or big, it does not matter, but it's all about you trying new things. So now, we've come to the conclusion of my talk, and I would like to end my talk with just telling you one thing. Don't forget to break the barriers in a way that helps the world, in a way that benefits the world. Thank you everybody for listening, and this is me, Josha, signing off from you today.